Today we are going to do on leadership style. Who exactly is a leader? A leader is someone who is going to lead you to success. Let's keep it simple that way. So when we talk about a leader, we expect certain qualities from them. We expect them to be tolerant, patient, dynamic. They have to have charisma. They should look good. They should dress well. We have certain ideas about how a leader should be. Here in strategic management, we are going to take or look at a concept of two different leadership styles. The transactional versus the transformational leadership. What is better? This again is taken from an exam oriented thing. There was a question about, it was a case study approach where they talked about two brothers. Definitely I'll go with the question later. Let me explain first the transactional versus transformational leadership. What's better? See, a transformational leadership style. How? It uses charisma and enthusiasm to inspire people to exert them for the good of the organization. Here, I become a role model. You following me will lead the company to success. This is using the charisma. Usually, this is something which you can use with political leaders, charismatic, enthusiasm. Through that, I inspire people. But where do you apply this? You apply it in a very turbulent environment where there's a lot of unrest, when the economic situation is very volatile, when the technology is very volatile. In a turbulent environment, you need a transformational leader. Second, in industries at the very start or the end of the life cycle, you need a transformational leader. A person who will lead you will by inspiring you to do better. Where you are at the beginning in startups, or we started the business, you need to inspire people to follow you. At the end, when they are flagging, they are no longer, the enthusiasm is all down, you need a transformational leader to lead you there. The third is when the poorly performing organizations, where the need to inspire a company is there, when you need to make them accept changes. See, customers are changing, the technology is changing, everything is changing, but people are always resistant to change. You need a transformational leadership style and a transformational leader who will lead through his example. When he follows something, that becomes a style. That becomes the vogue. Some of you will follow film stars, right? Oh, this one is wearing such and such a suit. So that is only the stylish thing. See, that is what is happening, but here we need it in an organization. So in three places the applicability will come. A very turbulent, dynamic environment. In industries at the very beginning of their life or at the end of their life, industry cycle. And very poorly performing organizations where the need to inspire is more. You need people to accept change, transform change into a better organization. But here the leaders, what do they offer? They offer excitement, vision, a lot of intellectual stimulation, personal satisfaction. Like these motivational speeches people give you. Right, that is vision. They share their vision with you and make you see the world through their eyes. That's the excitement they give you. There have been many leaders in our country, for that matter in the world, through their transformational leadership style, they inspire people to follow them. And they give you personal satisfaction. That is, at one point of time, you start identifying yourself with their style. Wow, he is doing it. We should also follow it. But why? The question is, why do you need a transformation leadership style? See, you should make people get involved in the vision, mission. They should accept the organizational goals and objectives as their goals and visions. So here you're following a dream, giving followers a dream or a vision, to follow. So you have to bring dramatic changes. When always, like I told you, people are resistant to change. You don't want a change. We are people who are very comfortable in we have a comfort zone. So you have to inspire people to change, move. So that is inspire involvement in a mission, the vision, following a dream, and higher quality people should start synchronizing their movements with your dream. What is the effect of a transformational leadership style? Motivates followers to do more than originally affected to do. They will say, I can do this one. But you push them to their optimum capacity and their capabilities. That is motivating followers to do more than originally affected to do by stretching their abilities, increasing their self-confidence. It is like running a marathon. When we start, so difficult, it's almost 42 kilometers. 42 kilometers is just 2, but the last 10 kilometers is the stretch of your ability and your capabilities. That is where you need an inspirational person to push you to reach your zenith heights. That needs a transformational leadership style. Most political leaders will come under this style, but we need such a person even in leading an organization. Like we had your Steve Jobs for Apple. That is where they push you. Or J.R.D. Tata for Tata Enterprises. See, promotes innovation through the organization. When people change, innovation automatically comes. But to bring that change, you need people to break their pattern. For breaking a pattern, you need a transformational leader, someone who can transform you for the better. Now we go to the second way, style. This more focuses on discipline, rules, regulations, follow this, do this like this, or don't break the pattern. So transactional leadership style. How? Focuses more on designing system. The system is set in place, everyone will do this. Same job, same way, nothing has changed. Controlling the organization's activities. Sure, you have a leader who will see that the rules are followed, the discipline is followed. It is like the duty of the principal in a school. Walk in a line, go to the assembly, then come back, stay in the classroom, finish your classes, don't run in the corridor, that kind of a controlling the organization's activity and the people in the organization. More likely to be associated with improving the current situation. Sometimes you need, see, there is no firm rule you should follow only thing. It depends on the situation, the type of organization, the type of people I am handling. So both leadership styles are equally good. So here is more likely to be associated with improving the current situation. Where is it applicable? Static environment. Nothing is changing. Everything is stable. The economy is stable. The technology is stable. Time-tested methods are fine. So it's a static environment. Mature industries, they have reached a stage where they have stabilized themselves. That kind of a mature organization, you can use a transactional leadership. Organizations that are performing very well. Third condition is organizations that are performing very well. There's nothing, I'm not going to change anything to become better. The style is better suited in persuading people to work efficiently, meaning you do your part of the work properly so that the entire operation will take care of itself. I'm not looking for changes. I'm not in a dynamic environment. Here in a static environment, a mature industry which is performing well, it is stabilized, it is in a stable environment. All you have to do is people are doing their job. Leaders, what do they offer here? They try to build on the existing culture. What is there, I just continue doing it. Enhance the current practices. What is now being followed, just keep following it. Uses the authority of its office to exchange rewards such as pay and status. Authority of office is, this is your sales target. You have achieved it, fine, 5,000 rupees bonus. Steady. If you reach your sales target, the money is yours. At the same time, it's like a government office, whatever, it doesn't depend on performance. It depends only on seniority. Your promotion depends only on seniority. So, the pay and reward system is very clear. And it prefers a very formalized approach to motivation. When I say motivation, it's a formalized approach. I come, I tell you, see, you do all this work, person B will do all this work, that is his authority. So here it is streamlined to follow a particular pattern. That is a transactional leadership style. The next one is setting clear goals with explicit rewards. Like I told you, you achieve this, you get this reward. If you don't follow this, and this is the penalty. Or penalties for achievement or non-achievement. So it's a very clear reward and penalty system. Explicit. Explicit is everyone knows. You don't follow the rule, this is your penalty. If you follow the rule, this is your reward for achievement or non-achievement. So these are two leadership styles. In fact, there was a question long back about two brothers. One of them acted as a role model and he had introduced a lot of changes in the organization. Whereas the second brother more followed he was more a follower of all the rules and regulations. He set a standard of rules which the employees were expected to follow, and there was a question. So it was a case study question. So you will get a question depending on this about transformational and transactional leadership style. Of course, the question may not be direct. It can be it might be a case study approach question about two people who have two different leadership styles, and you have to look at the pros and cons of it. So you have to talk about these two, about how that works and how this works. And of course, you can always end it with a statement that both leadership styles, there is no rigid style one can follow. Depending on the organization, on the employees who are working within the organization, on the particular times when we are working, it can shift. With this, I end today's session, and definitely I'll be doing further. This is a small topic, but of course with a question to follow. So I've given you the question also. So I'll be following it up with such short videos for you with an exam oriented approach, with a question to follow, which have been given in your RTP or your question papers itself. Thank you very much.